Hello, and welcome to today's smallbusinesspage.org podcast. And today we're going to be talking about learning and how it can help you in your business. If you have a business right now, it can also help you if you're thinking of starting a business. Remember to also visit smallbusinesspage.org and go onto the forum if you want to ask any questions or give some feedback, just take part in general. You can also visit smallbusinesspage.org, go on to the podcast page to find other podcasts that have already happened in the past. Okay, learning is something that's really, really, really important in life in general, in my opinion, but also in terms of business and especially in small business. Because what often happens is that you run out of time, you're busy running around trying to juggle and lots of different hats. That if you have a small business, then you're probably going to be the person who's managing. Either you're managing people or you're managing processes. You might be someone who's actually doing the work as well in the business. And at the same time, you're also someone who's planning where things should be going and checking how well things are working and so on. So you have a lot of these different tasks that you have to handle. And sometimes learning kind of falls into the background, if you like. And yet it's something that's very, very, very important. Why? Well, because the world is changing. It's constantly changing, and these days it seems like it changes at hyper speed, ridiculously fast, especially on the internet and in the digital world. Things are just constantly changing. So it's hard to keep up to date with everything. And that's learning plays an important part. I am 40 years old. I don't really 110% know what people who are 17, 16, 18, what they're into. Not really. I mean, I have a rough idea, but I'm not 100% sure. What about, same with people who are about 60, 70? I don't know. I'm not quite sure what it is that they're interested in, all their hobbies, their interests, and so on. I have a rough idea about what people my sort of age group are interested in and what challenges they face and what goals and aspirations they might have. A way that I can actually find out about these things is very, very simple. I mean, I can obvious places of reading. I can go out there and read. I can go out and find surveys and research and so on, which is what I would do normally, because that's kind of the background that I have in terms of I've just done a master's degree in marketing. So a lot of that involves looking at data, but there's an easier way to learn on a day-to-day basis, which is just by talking to people, but talking to people with the aim of actually consciously trying to learn, and absorb information to find out about their situation and what they're interested in and so on. Now you might be thinking, well, look, David, why would I waste my life trying to find out what younger people are interested in, or what older people are interested in, or what my peers my age are interested in? Why should I actually give a stuff? Well, if you're in business or you plan to be in business, it's really important to have an understanding of people and their motivations and their fears and so on. Why? Well, because more often than not, you're going to be selling to people. Whether you're the person who has a retail outlet and you're selling, or whether you're someone who's designing a product that you're going to manufacture, which is going to get sold to people. The point is, at somewhere down the line, you're going to have to be actively researching and understanding your market and your people who are in the market, your consumers. So the better that you understand them, the easier it is when it comes to other parts of your business. And even if you're someone that has employees, again, it's important to understand what it is that drives them, what challenges they face, and so on. Okay, so this learning about people can and learning from the people that you just come into contact with on an everyday basis, you can actually apply this knowledge that you pick up. You can use it in lots of different areas of your business. So whether it's running the business on a day-to-day basis with people that you encounter, even if you're someone that has a business and you're, let's say, one of the only employees in the business, you still probably have other people that you're in contact with, whether it's clients or whether it's other people that do work for you on an ad hoc basis. Learning about people helps you in that situation, okay? Because, for example, it might help you to understand how to better motivate people that you work with or that work for you. So it can be used in lots of different areas, whether it's designing better products, building better relationships with people that work with you, finding more effective ways to recruit people as well. I was actually, someone the other day was just mentioning how they've got a business, and that their problem in their business, they've got a cleaning business, and the problem was that they started out this cleaning business, and they were quite surprised at how easy it was for them to get clients. They're doing very well, but the problem was they struggled to recruit people to work for them, and they were actually they were asking how they could get people to come and work for them. And the key thing there is that if they had a better understanding of people, had a better understanding of the type of people that might want to work for them, it would increase their chances of recruiting the right kind of people. So, and they were just advertising generally, Gumtree and these kind of places, and even on the government job website, it was suggested to them by someone that maybe instead of them just looking for the traditional people that would do cleaning, they should instead actively go out and look for mothers, for example, and advertise on websites, and communities where mothers sort of hang out, and in magazines that are used by mothers and so on, and libraries and whatever else, schools even, and also colleges. Now, they had not initially thought of that. They just assumed that, well, look, if you're advertising on the government website where people are actively looking for jobs, and you're advertising where people generally advertise part-time work, then that would be enough. But they discovered that you can drill down better to advertise to people who really want that job and who would actually be great employees. Especially parents with young children, because they want flexible and fixed sort of working hours. Of course, if they had a better understanding of all these different age groups of people, if you like, then they themselves would have realized that. It would have been pretty obvious if they had, spent time talking to people around them and finding out what their needs and wants are and what's important to them in their life. The person who actually posted this was in their late 50s, I believe. So you can understand possibly why they hadn't naturally thought of mothers, because maybe, that's a stage, that they had gone through in their life a long time ago. Similarly, it's maybe why they had not thought of college students, because again, it's something that they may not be thinking about right now. So that's an example of how just simply talking to the people around you and learning from people around you helps you to solve simple but common business problems. Okay, so this is just a short little podcast from smallbusinesspage.org. My name is David, and look forward to talking to you next time. And in the next podcast, I'm going to be talking a little bit about how you go about starting a business. So this is going to be fairly useful for you if you're someone who's thinking about starting a business. Obviously, if you already have a business, it probably won't be of much interest to you. But we're all at different stages in our lives, and we all have different goals and so on. So I look forward to talking to you next time. Bye for now.